Hi there, Cancer, and welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of October the 12th through to the 18th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. First up, we have the Ace of Swords in the upright, followed then by the Knight of Cups upright, and then we have Major Arcana, the Star, in the upright, followed then by the Eight of Swords reversed, and lastly, we have the King of Swords in the upright. Okay, what's happening here? Cancer, your overall energy is that of the Ace of Swords in the upright position. Well, this could point to some major clarity, new beginnings in communication. It's also the sword of victory. So perhaps you're being victorious in a verbal battle or a conversation that you're having with someone. You could be having new conversations with maybe the same person, but only new conversations. Perhaps there's new clarity coming towards you. It could be a bright new idea as well, because the swords also do govern thoughts. So it could be a bright new idea that's coming towards you. It could be something that you feel really, really clear about, because it's also clarity as well. So you could be, some of you could just be cutting through the BS in a situation. Now, it could be at work, it could be at home, it could be in a relationship, whatever the situation is. Maybe you're getting major clarity about something and you're just sort of cutting through, because sometimes the Ace of Swords can be about that. It's just strictly about cutting through the nonsense, cutting through the BS, and let's just get down to business. This is where sometimes the clarity can come from with the Ace of Swords, is because we're cutting through the nonsense. We're not listening to the rhetoric anymore, and we are just going basically with the facts. That's the clarity of the Ace of Swords. Now, coming right at the beginning of the week, we do have the Knight in Shining Armor here, the Knight of Cups in the upright position. Well, it is a court card, could be representing a person. It's representing a person. It is water energy, that of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Now, it is your energy, Cancer, so perhaps this is you. Maybe you want to make an offer towards somebody because perhaps you do have clarity now. Maybe you cut through the rhetoric and you said, I'm going after this this particular person. I'm going to offer them, you know, a night of, or a day of romance, a weekend of romance, whatever the case may be. For others of you, this could be someone else coming towards you to bring you a beautiful, bright offer of romance or anything. Because, see, Knights just bring in offers. Now, sometimes this can be an offer of something that is your heart's desire. It's just like, wow, you know, a lot of people get their emotional fulfillment from their career, their job. So maybe, you know, you get an offer of a job that is, you know, your heart's desire. Others of you, this could be, you know, ideal career, especially if you're in the creative field. This could be definitely an offer on that front. So it's not necessarily always romance, although it can be. See, that's the thing about these general readings, is they are, I'm reading for thousands of people, so it's very hard to say specifically it's about romance or what have you. Only take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate for you, try checking out your moon and your rising and Venus, and see if that, you know, resonates for you. Only take what resonates. Don't try to make the story fit if it doesn't. And then the next card you have up is the Aquarius energy, the Star in the upright position. Well, this is beautiful energy. It's very hopeful. It's also very healing energy, the Star as well. And it's the Major Arcana's version of the Wish card. So it could be that you're hopeful, you're feeling really optimistic that what it is you're after, you know, if you're ready to make a, say, for example, if you're ready to make an offer towards somebody, you're pretty hopeful about it. You feel that this will click. Cancers, like all the water signs, are incredibly intuitive. So maybe you intuitively feel that this offer will be accepted. Or if it's someone else who is making the offer towards you, it could be that you're feeling very hopeful about the offer in general, whatever it be, whether it's a career or romantic offer, whatever the case may be. You're very optimistic about it, very much on board here, I feel. very strong at the beginning of the week. You're very strongly feeling like this, because that's the thing about the star energy, is we have faith in, that's that inner faith that comes from inside. We just have faith. We just know, it's an inner knowing. You may not have the evidence on the outside, but it's just intuitively, you know that this is the right thing to do, or this is the right thing to accept. It's that kind of energy. Now, moving on towards the weekend, we do have the 8 of Swords in the reverse position. Beautiful, because in the upright position, this is where we can feel trapped. We can feel like we're in our head too much, going around and around and around, and we just seem to, unstick ourselves. Sometimes our thoughts will ruminate too much and make us feel like we're trapped in a situation, or even trapped in our own thoughts. However, when the card is inverted like this is where we feel released from that. So some of you may have felt trapped in a job situation or in a relationship, or just trapped in general about something, and now you've been released from that, which is good. It's always good news to feel released from the 8 of Swords in the upright energy, no matter what it be. If we're trapped in our own thoughts, or we're like literally trapped in a situation where we got in over our head and now we're just like, oh my goodness, this needs to be, released. Well, here you go. You're about to be released about something, Cancer. Now, again, it's going to depend on what your situation is, right? And the last card you have up here is the King of Swords in the upright position. So perhaps the King of Swords is helping to release you. Some of you, look at this. We've got that. We've got the Ace of Swords as the overall energy. That is good to see when the King of Swords is here, because the King of Swords is all about bringing in that clarity. He is a court card, could be representing a person. If it's representing a person, this is air energy, that of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Now, for some of you, you're getting your clarity on the King of Swords, and it's making sense to you. For others of you, this King of Swords could be representing a legal representative, because sometimes the King of Swords can represent someone who works in the military, works in law enforcement, could be a police officer, could be a judge, could be a lawyer, definitely. Maybe some of you are getting clarity about a court case, or clarity from your lawyer. This person could be speaking up on your behalf, could even be an arbitrator. But if this is just a person in your life, perhaps they're releasing you from a situation, right? The King of Swords could be releasing you from a stress or a worry, or a trapped situation. You're being released from it due to a conversation or clarity, or just, straight up cutting through the crap. But I mean, this is definitely a situation this week for you, Cancer, where it looks like it's a mixed bag. Because the beginning of the week is beautiful. It's wonderful. Whether this is a relationship situation, maybe you have 2 different relationships going on. Maybe this is someone new coming on the scene. This could be an ex, or someone exiting the scene, and then there's someone new on the scene for some of you. But whatever the situation is, or maybe this is a new person coming in to offer you romance, and perhaps this is about your divorce, right? Maybe you've been freed from a very restrictive marriage or something like that. I don't know. Again, like I said, it just depends on your situation. But it does look like there's major clarity coming here. You're just cutting through the crap this week, Cancer, maybe because you just want to find your emotional happiness now. Maybe you've been stuck in a rut for a very long time. That's why the 8 of Swords is here in reverse. The rut is gone, and there's clarity here, and you're in a much better place. So that is your reading. I hope it helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.